What just happened in the NFL world today has sent absolute shockwaves across social media, sports talk shows, and Cowboys Nation as a whole. We're talking about a headline that nobody, and I mean nobody, saw coming. Get ready, because this is one of the wildest twists in recent NFL memory. The Dallas Cowboys have reportedly signed Pro Bowl running back Riley Moss in a move that has fans confused, critics shocked, and analysts scrambling for answers. Yes, you heard that correctly. Riley Moss, a name that has been known among football fans more as a defensive back, has now apparently entered the offensive arena as a running back, and he's heading straight into the star-studded locker room of the Dallas Cowboys. Now, before you click away or scroll through to fact-check, let's unpack what this could mean, how we got here, and whether there's even a kernel of truth to this stunning development, because honestly, this kind of move, if real, could reshape conversations not just about Dallas's roster but about positional versatility in the league at large. First, let's just pause and appreciate the absurdity, brilliance, or sheer chaos of this report. Riley Moss, best known for his time as a defensive back and standout performer in college at Iowa, was drafted by the Denver Broncos not long ago and made waves as a player with high football IQ, elite instincts, and impressive straight-line speed. He played primarily as a cornerback, occasionally rotating into safety packages, and was seen as a rising contributor on the Broncos' defense. So for his name to suddenly be trending not as a DB but as a Pro Bowl caliber running back heading to the Dallas Cowboys? It feels like we've entered an alternate dimension. But that's what makes this story so electric. It's so unexpected, so jarring, that even hardcore football fans are doing double takes. Is it a typo? A miscommunication? A prank? Or is it possibly one of the boldest position switches in recent NFL history? Let's assume for just a second that the report is accurate. Let's assume the Cowboys saw something in Riley Moss, perhaps his athleticism, maybe a history of playing running back in high school, or perhaps some wild workouts behind closed doors that no one knew about. Could it be that Moss has been secretly working on his offensive skill set? Could this be a quiet project Dallas has been developing in-house, similar to how the Saints used Taysom Hill in a Swiss Army knife role? Imagine Moss lining up in the backfield, taking handoffs, cutting through holes behind that massive Dallas offensive line, and using his defensive awareness to anticipate blocking schemes and defensive gaps. There's a strange poetry to it. What if understanding the mind of a defender actually makes him more effective as a runner? Maybe, just maybe, this is a next-level chess move from Jerry Jones and company. And if it works, it could unlock a new dimension of the Cowboys' offense that no one, not even NFC East rivals, could have seen coming. But then again, there's the obvious problem. Moss isn't a running back. He's not listed as a running back on any official roster. He hasn't taken an official snap at RB in the NFL. He's built like a DB, trained like a DB, and plays with a DB's mindset. So how in the world did this story even start? Some believe it was a leak gone wrong, perhaps a social media intern mistyped the position. Others speculate that the Cowboys may have signed a different player with a similar name or attribute, and the media just jumped on it, filling in the blanks. Still, others point to the growing trend of teams experimenting with position changes during camp and the preseason. Think about Julian Edelman, who started as a college quarterback and ended up becoming a Super Bowl-winning wide receiver. Or think about players like Jabril Peppers or Isaiah Simmons, who have played nearly every position on the defensive side of the ball. Maybe Riley Moss was ready to rewrite the playbook and step into a whole new identity. And here's where it gets really interesting. According to unconfirmed buzz circulating in online forums and fan groups, some Dallas insiders have been hinting that the team has been quietly seeking a hybrid player, someone who could serve as both a gadget weapon on offense and a contributor on special teams or defense. With Tony Pollard having left Dallas and the team struggling to find a consistent, durable back who can handle 20 carries a game while still being explosive in the passing game, perhaps they saw something in Moss that made them take the leap. The Cowboys have been known to take risks on athleticism over conventional fit. Remember when they drafted Micah Parsons and then deployed him not just as a linebacker but as an elite edge rusher? That kind of creative personnel usage is what makes Dallas both unpredictable and exciting. So could Riley Moss be the next chapter in that strategy? The more you think about it, the more you start to wonder if there's a genius behind the madness. Of course, fans have been reacting in real time, and as you'd expect, the takes are spicy. On Reddit, one user wrote, "This has to be the most Cowboys thing I've ever seen, sign a cornerback and play him at RB." Another quipped, "Jerry's officially lost it. Next week he's gonna draft a punter to play nose tackle." But for every doubter, there's a believer. Some are saying this is just the kind of outside-the-box thinking that separates contenders from pretenders. One fan noted, "He's fast, he's smart, and he's tough. Why not try him out at RB in camp? It's not like we have a solid backfield anyway." And that's a fair point. Dallas's running back room isn't what it used to be. Since Zeke Elliott's departure and Tony Pollard's free agency move, the team has been stuck in a cycle of committee backs, practice squad promotions, and inconsistent play. Maybe this was the shakeup they needed. Now let's play devil's advocate. What if this whole story is a complete fabrication? A clever hoax? A glitch in the media matrix? It wouldn't be the first time. Sports media is faster than ever. Sometimes, headlines get published based on half-baked sources or misunderstood tweets. A simple roster error, or even a fan-made graphic that goes viral, can spark a nationwide rumor within minutes. If that's the case here, then we've all just gone on a wild ride for no reason. But even then, it raises an interesting conversation. Should NFL teams explore more positional fluidity? Should more defensive backs get a look on offense, or vice versa? The league is evolving, and with positionless football becoming more popular, especially in college and among coordinators influenced by Belichickian versatility, who's to say we won't see a future where players routinely flip sides? As for Riley Moss himself, this attention might actually work in his favor. Whether or not he plays a down at running back, his name is now in the conversation in ways it hadn't been before. He'll be watched more closely. Every snap will be scrutinized. And if there's even a hint of offensive capability in his game, teams might start drawing up plays just for him. Imagine Moss as a trick play option on a reverse, or as a decoy motion man out of the backfield. It wouldn't be the first time a defender was used as a surprise weapon. And if he truly has the speed, vision, and durability to run between the tackles, then maybe, just maybe, history is being made right before our eyes. The Cowboys, as a franchise, are always at the center of drama. Whether it's quarterback controversies, draft day surprises, coaching changes, or bold roster moves, this team thrives on headlines. Jerry Jones, love him or hate him, knows how to keep his franchise relevant and the fans engaged. If this Riley Moss story is real, it's just the latest example of the Cowboys zigging while everyone else zags. And if it's not real, if it's just a fluke of the rumor mill, then it's a sign of just how closely fans watch every move this team makes. Either way, the Cowboys have once again seized the spotlight, and the entire NFL is paying attention. In conclusion, whether Riley Moss is truly switching from defensive back to running back, whether the Cowboys have pulled off the most bizarre signing of the offseason, or whether this whole situation is a hilarious mistake, one thing is absolutely clear: we are witnessing one of the most entertaining stories of the summer. This is why we love football. It's unpredictable. It's emotional. And it keeps us glued to our screens for every wild twist and turn. So buckle up, Cowboys fans, this season might just be one for the history books.